Early on, tell us, when Baker was growing up playing, what are some of your early memories, or when did you really know that he was really good at football?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is Baker always had a ball in his hand, running down the hall, doing something, and he would always, in fact, after several broken vases, you never saw him without a ball in his hand.
Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year.
So let's start a little bit about Baker here and kind of describe what kind of player he was here.
Well, Baker was a freshman my second year here, and I was a defensive coordinator then, and Baker was part of the freshman team. He actually, Coach Morris was the head coach at the time, and he coached the quarterbacks, and so Baker and another quarterback kind of shared time as freshmen here. Baker was very small. He's probably 5'5", maybe 5'6" as a freshman, but he's very, very bright, bouncing off the walls all the time.
On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
So let's start a little bit with Baker and kind of tell us your reaction when he told you he was going to come here and walk on here.
We were excited. We knew we got a steal. We had recruited him at other schools, a couple of the coaches here, and were shocked, really, that he didn't have a scholarship. And so we talked to him, told him our situation and our vision for him, and luckily, he showed up and fell into our lap.
Why do you think that is? How did he kind of fall through the recruiting?
I think he was holding out for some different offers. He had some offers early, and those filled up, and I think he was holding out, and it just didn't work out. But he won state championships, had incredible stats, very talented young man, and sometimes those things happen in recruiting.
Lake Travis struggled a bit during Mayfield's senior season, posting a 9-2 record, and once his dream school, TCU, opted for another quarterback, Mayfield was suddenly left without many options. Mayfield chose to walk on at Texas Tech, where his former high school teammate Michael Brewer was the starting quarterback. A few months later, Brewer injured his back, and Tech was left with 2 true freshman quarterbacks. After beating out fellow freshman quarterback Davis Webb, Mayfield started the first 5 games for the Red Raiders. And although a knee injury kept him out of the game against Iowa State, he has amassed almost 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns in a season where he was not expecting to play at all.
All right, so let's start with Baker and tell us your reaction when you found out he decided to walk on here.
We were really excited about Baker coming to walk on. We knew he was a scholarship-worthy kid. He had some offers early in the process, and for whatever reason, they fell through. But anytime you can get a kid that type of caliber, a player, to come walk on, and it was a difficult situation because we didn't want Baker to think that, we're viewing you just as a walk-on. We know what we're getting in you, scholarship numbers-wise. We just don't have a spot, and so we were fired up the day he came. We put on a big presentation for him, rolled out the red carpet for him. He meant that much to us, and fortunately for us, he chose to walk on, and he's kind of writing his own story now.